Natural hair was never the problem. If you've ever been told your curls were too much, if you've ever been asked if your hair was professional, if you've ever felt pressure to change your texture just to fit in, this video is for you, because the truth is, natural hair didn't disappear by accident. It was pushed out, slowly, quietly, systematically. And even today, in the age of inclusivity and curl-friendly branding, the pressure to conform hasn't vanished. It's just changed shape. This is the curly conspiracy, and it's happening right now. We like to believe hair choices are personal, but ask yourself this: why does professional still mean smooth, neat, controlled? Why do curls still get described as wild, messy, unkempt even in 2026? No one forces people to straighten their hair anymore, but the environment does. Schools, jobs, dress codes, unspoken rules. The system no longer says you can't wear your hair like that. It says you might want to rethink it. And that's more powerful. The beauty industry didn't stop influencing hair culture. It got smarter. For decades, products were designed to relax, smooth flatten, control. Curls weren't celebrated. They were treated as problems to fix. Now, suddenly, every brand loves curls. Curl safe, curl enhancing, natural approved. But here's the question. No one asks enough. If curls were always beautiful, why were they ignored for so long? The industry didn't change because it had a moral awakening. It changed because people stopped believing the old narrative. Social media broke the monopoly. Before YouTube and TikTok, beauty standards came from magazines, commercials, runways. Now they come from people. Real curls, shrinkage, frizz, different textures on the same head. For the first time, people saw hair that looked like theirs and realized they weren't the problem. That visibility forced brands to catch up, not let, follow. Let's be honest, discrimination didn't disappear, it got polite. Today it sounds like, is that your natural hair? Can you style it differently for meetings? It's just not our brand image. No slurs, no direct insults, just pressure. And that pressure still pushes people toward conformity, especially in professional spaces. If any part of this feels familiar, pause for a second and hit the like button. Not for the algorithm, but so more people who've felt this pressure see they're not alone. And if you've ever had an experience like this, drop it in the comments. Your story matters more than you think. In recent years, something else shifted. People started asking harder questions about chemicals, about health, about why damaging products were normalized for decades. Lawsuits didn't just expose harm, they exposed trust issues. People realized the same industry that told them curls were unmanageable was also selling solutions that caused damage. That realization changed how people view beauty authority. This conversation isn't just about women. Black men are still judged heavily for hair texture, curls, waves, locks, durags. Even today, hair choices can affect job prospects, school treatment, public perception. Men are told to be confident, but only within limits. The moment texture becomes visible, it becomes political. Here's the modern twist. Algorithms now shape beauty standards. Certain looks get pushed. Certain textures get more visibility. Certain aesthetics get rewarded. Even online, Eurocentric beauty trends often perform better, unless actively challenged. The system didn't disappear. It went digital. The natural hair movement today isn't loud rebellion. It's quiet confidence. People choosing authenticity over approval, health over trend, self-definition over validation. It's not about rejecting straight hair, it's about rejecting shame. And that distinction matters. At its core, this isn't about hair, it's about control. Who decides what's acceptable? Who defines professional? Who benefits when people feel the need to change themselves? The beauty industry didn't erase natural hair overnight. It did it by convincing people it was their idea. So, here's the real question. Are we choosing our hair or choosing what we were taught to accept? If this video gave you clarity, subscribe for more stories about culture, identity, and the systems that shape how we see ourselves. And share this with someone who's ever questioned their hair in the mirror, because the truth is simple. Natural hair was never the problem. The narrative was.